your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, it's meaningful to me. Yeah. In my mouth, tasty bananas in my mouth. I need banana in my mouth. Tasty banana. It comes in denim. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana in my mouth. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Put banana in my yum yum. Tastes like cum. Robust, shove it in my butt. Tangy zip, safe to swallow. Yeah. Yummy. Thanks for the money, gummies. It looks so funny. Please the peel. Why are you guys talking about tasty banana song? Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Tasty banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Put banana in my mouth. I need yum yum. Squeeze in my mouth. I need. Squeeze the peel. I need in my mouth. I need yummy. Squeeze the peel. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Tasty banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. It comes in denim.
I would sing the banana song right now, but I don't know the banana song. I legit don't know it. What is the banana song? I don't know how it goes. I would totally sing it right now because it's actually pertinent, but I don't know how it goes.
Meerkat Mall. Who?
That being said.
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 Hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right. And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. A.L.T. Insider, the legend. Fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist. Speak to the dead. Psychological style host. Meerkat. Artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
Show mode now. Sorry.
Hello, everyone. We are here. It is time for my mic to be turned on, and it is on, and we are here. Not WPIG. That being said, in the house, as you can see, we got a bit of a skeleton crew here. You know what I'm saying? Found a bunch of ragamuffins to fill the seats here, as it is myself and not Meerkat, and Snood. I'm like Ron Burgundy.
This is a disaster.
If I see it on the screen, I say it. So I got ALT Insider, I got Meerkat, I got Indrid, and Fantastic Mr. Sam. Is that right, everybody? Okay, cool.
That's right.
We're in the house here. So as you can see.
Hello, I'm Sam. It's nice to be here.
Indrid,
Oi, mate.
what accent can you bring us, Indrid, please?
Fuck. Hello. I'm Indrid. I'm Australian today, mate.
I'm Australian, mate. Throw another shrimp on the
oi.
barbie, mate. Okay.
On the
anyways.
Barbie.
Yes, it's me, the meerkat. Moop. All right.
Dingo ate my baby. That's
I
not
love
nice.
the Sheilas. It's me. I love music.
Anyways, enough of that Sheila's, okay? Business
No.
style
Sorry,
announcements.
sorry.
We have none. I don't know how to do business style announcements. But the only thing I will say is that fan fiction is coming, okay? It's coming. Speaking of coming, this fan fiction is coming, and it's gonna be hype when it happens. But we gotta wait for Samuel, all right? We don't want to do it without Samuel. Obviously, it's better if Steve's there too, but that's a more long time frame. But Sam is swamped with work right now. It's just that's the situation, guys. What can we do? Some people got to work jobs. I mean, idiots, right? But they have to.
Losers.
Yeah.
Some of us can leave our jobs 2 hours early and drive home in a mad rush to be on a podcast about a greasy Italian man.
Hell yeah.
So don't worry.
So-
it's gonna be hype when it happens. All right. Let me tell you that it's gonna be hype when it happens. So we're just waiting for that. You know, we want to make sure at least Sam's there. At least Sam and Meerkat are in that for that one. And Meerkat was the last. You know, he's busy today too. Sometimes work gets in the way. But I don't want to cancel the show. So I found a spare $100,000 and I offered it to these two people and they accepted. So thanks
We
so
turned
much,
it down.
everybody.
We turned it down out of good faith and honor and love of the game. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for
No
that.
problem.
Thanks,
You're welcome.
so much, everybody, for the contributions as well. Greedo the Green in the house, and I saw another legendary Brad Bernian in the house, D-Dog in the house, Vikes in the house. Thanks, everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. It is definitely meaningful to me. But let's get to it on the fucking. Let's start with yesterday, because yesterday, whoo boy,
Yeah.
yesterday was a fun one, and we pulled out all the stops of the slander against Boogie. Against Stuttering Craig, retcons all over the place. So where do you want to start with that, the Snood? Where do you want to start with that one?
About how he was goaded into being on the podcast that he dreamt about being on. Like he dreamt about and then asked his audience to ask other people to have him on a podcast. That's how demented this has become. Is that
So
we're
he
talking about
kinda
this man's
goaded
dreams.
Someone else.
Well, I mean,
Right?
remember, this is the whole fucking arc, guys. Remember, this started in 2022 without the dream, right? The dream was a 2022 dream, right? And then it was like, I got to make it happen. I can't wait for this fucking thing to happen or whatever. I'm gonna pick the right person. Remember that? That was a whole nother thing.
That was
choosing the right
a whole
person.
invisible audition process. And I'm really curious, like exactly like what other decisions Phil has made based on his dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I think I'll go and
Like
look at my
he's a
YouTube
fucking
comments for a
Targaryen.
girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I don't know what that means exactly, but I don't.
Like the Targaryens, they had like a dream. There was one that had a dream way back where the world was gonna end. It was with the White Walkers, and there had to be a Targaryen on the throne. This is like still.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
explaining it.
It's
Terrible show,
Not that kind of show,
terrible show.
Adrian. Not that kind of show.
Thank you.
Adrian.
Thank
That's
you.
for
Let's
your,
keep it moving.
that's
Let's
for
keep
your,
it moving.
Game of Thrones podcast. That's after this one, okay? Adrian, get your
Yeah,
appearance
sorry,
right.
that's-
Okay.
That's
anyways.
later.
Anyway. But anyways, real quick. So he said yesterday the exact words of interview. I got goaded into an interview earlier this year. That was his exact words. I was goaded into an interview. And
Like just like as if he was lured somewhere and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, sit here and just talk for a few minutes. We're not going to record this. Don't worry.
We're not gonna tell anybody the shitty things you just told us. Sit here.
And I thought, oh God, Lemtex Kaching of the Ring is amazing in many ways. But he said, Craig got goaded, Phil got goaded. And I thought that was a beautiful fucking line there, dude. Amazing. But yeah, so that was the biggest retcon of yesterday, pretty much. Was that he did not want to do the interview. And remember, after the interview finished, it was awesome, guys. It was amazingly fair. It was incredible. There was no fucking questions about it. But then after it, again, it went through this rigmarole of after it. The talk afterwards was, I forget his exact wording.
Hold on
in
a
that
second.
case.
I was tricked. I was manipulated into this.
Tricked,
Hold on.
tricked. Yeah, tricked. Of
The
course,
whole,
tricked.
no, there was the decompression stuff too about how
Yeah.
they said we were just gonna hang out and play some video games afterwards, but none of that happened because I was lying
It
to
was
them
a
for
Tuesday.
5 straight hours, and then I made some weird comment with my Nazi hat, like,
Yeah.
pretended I was M. Bison at the
It wasn't
end.
really hype, was it? Yeah. So you could say that's one thing. Someone said on my Twitter that could make sense. All right, he was goaded into an interview because he just wanted to be a normal guest, But still,
Sure.
he had many weeks up to that, leading up to it, to say, no, I don't want to do this if it's going to be an interview. But he chose to do it. He chose to take care of his little interview dream with this stream, right? And then it went. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. He was trying to sell it like it was going to be this like tell-all interview, ultimate documentation resource about Darkside Phil to go to disprove the nonsense.
Yep.
Right.
It wasn't.
And he just got cooked.
Yeah.
It was.
What an
that's-
idiot.
Anyways, that was one part of yesterday. Other things yesterday were the fucking talk about the Boogie documentary. And out of nowhere, he says, hey, people are talking about this documentary. We're not doing that here. We don't talk about that stuff here, okay? We don't do that.
Drama here.
Oh, that was some of the most cult speak I've ever heard, too. And that yesterday thing of like, stay out of that, okay? Stay out of that, guys. Just stay here. You don't want to be out of there. That was just 100% cult speak there. That was intense cult there.
Do not watch this unrelated documentary to me. I have nothing to do with that documentary. I had no part in its creation or in its production, but do not watch it for some mysterious reason.
Fucking crazy, by the way.
Oh yeah, that documentary is
something.
something.
Want to watch it.
Yeah,
That's on my list.
It's just
well
creepy.
done.
It's just creepy.
Yeah,
it's cool,
it's
but
creepy.
just
That's the word.
the fucking bath scenes and stuff. I was like, why do we need to see baths, dude? Why do we need to see this bath?
That's what's keeping me away from it so far.
Watch it.
There's some bath
Watch
moments in there. His teeth bother me so much, dude. Is
You
there a
don't
point
see
where
as much of his teeth.
Oh, okay.
Teeth.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I don't like the
Hey.
implication of that.
Those
Ugh.
things have been through the ringer, dude. Those teeth have put a lot
So
of
to
work
speak.
in. All right, come on,
Ew.
come on.
Is that his first set of new teeth, or is he gone to
I think it's
No,
the
it's
first set.
Okay.
I don't know.
Was that? I mean, I don't know, and I don't keep up with Wings. Wings Boogie to that level, but he is. I know those are fake teeth. That's all I know.
Yeah.
He looks like Ross in that episode of Friends when he gets a
Oh
tan.
God,
and he
this is
also
for the
gets
Friends, guys. This is
his
for Friends.
teeth whitened too much.
I'm
just
sorry,
because
everybody.
just because I know which episodes are happening
Oh,
of Friends.
God.
I'm sorry. It's a
For the Friends
situation.
podcast. That's after.
Whatever. Yeah,
If you want to check out Indrid's Game of Thrones podcast, and you can check out Snood's Friends podcast, all after the show. Okay, thank you everybody. After the show.
Yeah.
All the lady detractors will come with me then. Fine. We'll see
All
who's
the
laughing at
nerdy
the end.
boys. We're going over here.
Also on the docket yesterday, which I'm sure we're gonna get in the messages. If you want to leave a message, obviously they're still open, so we're gonna get through as many as we can today. But
yeah.
also people talked about the fucking Phil talked about the memberships in the season of giving.
Oh, yes, it is the season, guys.
Shout outs to the season of giving, everybody.
Hell yeah.
The season of giving to me. Don't be a receiver, be a giver.
Yeah.
I will continue to be a receiver of your gifts, but I will not ask for them.
Well, that's my motto when I enter a gangbang as well. That's my motto. I just come with
I am
that.
the receiver.
I don't know what that means, but I'll take your word for it there.
Yes.
So, I have a
Indrid
family-oriented
got the
podcast
reference.
later.
Indrid, you got the
Yeah.
reference, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. He said, don't just, I know some people are waiting, right? I know some people are waiting for it. I see it all the time. People are waiting. Don't wait. Don't wait.
I was driving on the highway at the time that I was listening to that, and I seriously almost steered into the Meridian. I was screaming so loud because he's talking about Derek specifically. Because Derek literally sometimes will say, "I sure hope someone buys a membership," and Phil knows that he's not responsible. He's not capable of being responsible for his own money because his mom took it away from him. So it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird to put a weird pressure on someone who literally is not allowed to
Maybe it's
control their own money.
a soft push out, right? Like soft trying to get him out. He doesn't want to make a big deal, but he might just be a dick enough. But Derek kind of likes that, I'm sure. Like, oh, I'm being punished,
I like that. Thank you, Phil.
Thanks, Philip. Go back to my other tab real quick. Okay, nice. I love when you puked up that cheeseburger from Five Guys. Five Guys,
At
Franny.
At DSP Gaming, have you ever stepped on a bird with stiletto high heels? No, Derek. I've never stepped on a bird with stiletto high heels. Thank you.
Thank you. Big ups, D-Dog. Again, being legend. The contribution,
God.
very meaningful, dude. D-Dog coming in
Wow.
hype here. But let's
crazy.
let's we're not kink shaming. We love all kinks. I
No,
love kinks.
obviously,
God.
no, yeah,
No
yeah. So
kinks. I
far be
love
it
all
for me.
kinks.
Far be it for
birds.
me to say anything about anyone, please.
I love all kinks. Come on, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
The kink master over here. That's the podcast
Okay,
I'm doing after
moving
this one.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Messages. What the fuck? Anything else we want to talk about though from the last 2 days? I mean, there was a lot, but I mean, it's just kind of like
It's really
we're
toxic.
gonna keep talking about it the show. I'm sure.
Gross.
Sure.
We're gonna hear about it, I'm sure. So let's
Yeah.
let
Yeah.
the people decide.
Let the people decide what we talk about. Exactly.
Yeah.
If you want to
Yeah.
leave a message, down below is the link. There we go. So first message is from the one, the only, the Meerkat Slob in the house. Let's go.
Ooh.
All right, first question. You already know who it is.
Oh God.
Has anybody seen Ask the King? It was last seen April 2nd, 2023. He was supposed to do another one and just never did it. So what's the point of doing his Patreon thing? He doesn't do Patron's Choice. Ask the King. That just doesn't happen anymore for no good reason, to be honest. We just get those private video things. And I think that's why I think it was a Slayer that became a mod. It's because Slayer is the only one who cares about this stuff. So I was like, you know what? I was going to make him a mod to like pacify him somehow. But yeah, like, what's the point of supporting Phil? Because he got rid of viewer's choice or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's no point of being a member on DSP Gaming. On DSP Reacts, the rules are as fluid as water. There's no... So what's the point of sending in those videos if he's not going to watch them? He can just skip them whenever. Like, it doesn't even matter. So, and so he expects you to be a member on both channels. Tip on both
Normal.
channels.
Exactly,
Send super
yes.
chats on both
That's
channels.
good. Absolutely.
Go on
Okay,
Patreon.
I'm in.
And then send those super stickers and super things. And what do you get out of it?
Good guy.
You
Nothing.
get absolutely nothing. Like, I've never seen a businessman advertise himself that you get nothing in return for them getting everything. Yeah.
Well,
Anyways, AOT
Uh-oh.
is a young buck. He is not old.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
hello.
you.
Finally, some truth being
That's
spoken.
cool.
That's why I
Truth to
play.
power.
That's why I played this one first. To be honest, but
How much you pay for that? How much you pay for that one?
Uh-oh.
that was a premium. That's from a.
Yeah.
I gave him. He has premium access to the next Kaching of the Ring, of course. Black Doom
Oh,
in the
nice.
house.
Good. He's late seated in the next one. That'll be good.
He'll get a nice. He won't get the black brackets. He'll get the nice seed. Anyways, the question was, what do you get out of all this? Of course, you don't get anything. We know this, but even Phil knows.
Yeah.
He can't ask the king. I think even he knows at this point that it's stupid. He knows it sounds
Yeah, it's
stupid. Even he knows
Obsolete
it.
and dumb.
Yeah, he's like, I can't do it. I can't.
And that's why I don't come on the show, is because of this level of slander against our boy Phil.
Okay, go ahead.
That caller just asked how he said that he's never heard of a businessman who can sell nothing and
Okay.
make money. Now,
Okay.
that's literally what Phil's doing. So I think Phil's the greatest businessman of all time, frankly. The
Yeah.
art of, he could write a sequel to The Art of the Deal, in my opinion. And second of all, I get to ignore slow mode in the chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
right.
forget that. Yep.
You get a
I
cool
get-
chat crown badge.
I get a cool chat crown badge. Thank you. I
Default.
get I get what's the word? Yes, primary access to
Yes.
event voting. What? I'm not sure what that means exactly. So there's a second thread that you vote on, and that one is weighted more heavily than the normal viewer.
I think so.
The details are gray, but
That's
it's
unclear.
It's very unclear. That's where Phil operates best, is in the vagaries of grayness, and just like, yeah, you get stuff and various things. So
You actually get like a lot of stuff.
it's
That's what
actually
he
quite
says.
good. You get quite a
Yeah.
lot, actually.
Yeah.
And they are as thus. Okay, right.
But even more, the Patreon's even worse than that, right? Let's get real about the Patreon. So the Patreon
Yeah.
is there's a lot of
That's
other
a
shit,
scam.
but you can give if all these other perks. Don't give a shit about those. You don't get anything for those. But if you pay me enough, I'll watch whatever video you want, and you can jerk off to it on your YouTube channel.
Sure.
I mean,
I mean, One.
I did Patreon once for one channel, and it was to see like an entire interview of something, and then I quit it. But they offered something so interesting that I wanted to do it. This is just shit.
was
This
it the
is
same
shit.
as me? Was it the same as mine? Because I did that for Jim Can't Swim when he was
No,
on Patreon.
no, it was Channel 5.
Oh, okay. Oh, nerd.
Yeah.
Nerd alert.
I know.
But the thing is that I think you could just slip Phil a 50 on Patreon, and he'll make a video for you because that's what he's doing for
Right.
Slayer.
Yeah,
So
$50, $50 a month. Yeah.
So why don't I
That's a
just pay
lot.
him $50 to like react to, I don't know, like a detractor video? Would he do that? Would he have the right to say no? That was also not clear in any of his Patreon shit. So
I'll just,
you know,
for funny's
risky.
sake, we're spending too much time on this topic, but I want, for my own interest, I'll read you the perks. So you get $10 a month. This is what you get for $10 a month. You get recognition for your support. Patrons who donate $10 or more will not only get all the perks below this level, there are no levels below that level. I'll read that again.
That's a lot for level
Yeah,
0.
I did like $5.
So,
when I
the lowest level is $10 a month, and this is what the first line says. I'll read it again to be clear. Patrons who donate $10 or more a month not only get all the perks below this level, but will receive a verbal thank you shout out during the ongoing Q&A series Ask the King, which takes place approximately once every 2 months. This is a recurring perk and will happen once a month for as long as you remain a $10 patron.
Sorry, what, did you say once every?
Yeah. Hold on, let me read it again. I'll read it again.
Sorry,
I don't want to fuck this up. You will receive a verbal thank you shout out during my ongoing Q&A series Ask the King, which takes place approximately once every 2 months. Okay, so I'll hold up two. I'll be like Phil, 2 months. Okay, you got two. Now here's the last sentence. This is a recurring perk and will happen once a month for as long as you remain a $10 patron.
So that's a lot of value right there, because also my understanding was that Ask the King happens once a quarter, like once every 3 months. So so we're getting it once every 2 months, once every month, and once every 3 months. That's a fucking ton of Ask the King. So that's a huge benefit for us, the viewer.
So we're only in the first tier. We got some funny stuff. So you also get all the perks below this, but there is no lower perks. So
okay,
sound
good. That's a lot.
Oh no, sorry, I'm dented. You have to push left. There's a $5 term. I'm dented.
Slander and lies.
I have a dent. There is a $5 option. Okay, here's what it is. Patrons who donate $5 a month will receive an exclusive forum title and section to post on my website, dspgaming.com. This is a recurring perk and will happen once a month for as long as you remain a $5 patron. And you will receive all the perks below this level as well. There is no level below that. In this case, there is no level below that. I promise you.
Okay. Now funny again.
Still funny.
So listen, how is this a recurring perk? You get your name on the forums, and this is a recurring perk? Okay, cool.
I wonder how many people's names are just still there that haven't been taken off.
I know, but you get it recurring. It's recurring. So don't worry. He's going to update your name every time you want. I'm sure fuck about that with that website that 8 people are on.
There have got to be a few people who have been sent to the hospital since they started their Patreon and are just not able to move or anything on their own anymore. They're just giving $10 to Phil every month.
But dude, Spoonie still has patrons. I mean, people are patron for 10 years that don't do shit, but they still get $50 a month.
Make sure to check on those dudes. Come on, make sure your subs are up to date, man.
Yeah.
So that's just money on the table.
So Spoonie is getting $220 a month still.
Woo!
And he has
nice.
And I mean, what does that tell you?
Shit.
Anyways, let's get to the next call.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Like some rice in the house. Let's get it going. Go ahead, like some rice, please. Thank you.
Hello, that being said, I hope you guys are all well. This is Like Some Rice. I just had an epiphany as I was listening to your Sunday show. So we were talking about Derek and why Phil constantly allows him to get away with the things he gets away with, and why he never seems to kind of put Derek in his place, or why he never holds him to the same standard. Well, I've also been listening to the Dentspeare Scrolls, and I kind of realized something. So we know that Phil does not like Asians, specifically Asian women.
True.
Do we know if that hatred of Asian or Asian-style people goes into males as well? And is it possible that the reason he doesn't do anything about Derek's behavior because Derek is a Asian-style person? Is it possible that it's to make sure that he doesn't come off as racist, or that he doesn't, that he doesn't give himself away? Or is it possible that he is, getting so close to Phil and he's molding him into the perfect style person that Phil wants him to be? I'm just curious what your guys' thoughts are on this. It's not a foolproof thing, but I do think it's a weird enough coincidence that it's a possibility. So I would just love to know what you guys think. Big ups, and Steve, I hope you're doing well, sir. We
Big
miss
ups,
you.
Steve.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
big ups, guys.
We do miss Steve 100%. But you guys are the Darish aficionados, so I'll throw it to you.
Hold on.
Oh,
Don't
wait,
put
wait,
it
hold on
don't put
now.
it that way, please. I don't appreciate that.
This is a big part of your content. So what do you think, guys? Go ahead, Snood first, please, or Injun
Yeah,
first, please.
please. No,
Snood
Snood.
first.
Okay. I mean, I don't think Phil has enough like love in his heart for Darish that he even knows that about him. You know what I'm saying? Like he has so little regard, no pun intended, for him that he just doesn't even think about him off stream whatsoever. He just deals with him at the moment, and that's why he doesn't follow him on Twitter. You know.
Makes sense.
Yeah, he knows what that boy does on Twitter.
Yeah.
I like the theory, and I think it's really good. But I also think that Snood's possibility is also probably right. Like, well, but I mean, he does care about him. Derek seems to be the only one that's really interested. But then again,
sometimes,
he leaves. He'll like leave in the middle of shit and just be there for his video to be watched. I don't know. I like that theory though.
Well, that is something weird about Derek lately, though, is that he seems like sometimes I feel like his like programming is like breaking a little bit because I see sometimes he says stuff that are almost like sneak disses. And
right.
I don't know if you saw the picture of the tier maker that he did for the canceled.
Oh my god, it was just
saw it.
screenshots of YouTube videos.
Yeah, no, it was like Netflix. It was
Well, Meerkat told us all that's actually smart because you can see it at a glance, the name of the movie or whatever.
He included the Seek menu
bar,
controls.
yeah.
That just crop that out just a little bit up, dude. Like you don't need to see that much of it anyway. I think Derek represents sort of just like this easy way for Phil to like appear human because it's like he knows that he's at least like special. So he's like, well, everybody will be like, wow, Phil's at least really nice to the especially needed people in his chat. So he can't be all bad.
We heard today too. Me and Injured heard today. If you're watching WPIG, where Super Blind Man gets just unsolicited sirs. Yeah, just
because he was doing echolocation and could hear Phil's Doppler effect.
Like when anyone else,
rocking, right?
No one gets sirs unless you have something maybe let's say a hardship in some sort, and he gets the sir.
He'll hit you with the sir if you've hit him with some money too.
Yes,
like,
that's true too.
For the $50.
Sir. Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, contribution, sir. Thank you, sir.
Wow. Very generous, sir.
I definitely appreciate that. I like those. I appreciate that. Thanks for starting things off today.
Have received.
God, that's the worst.
All right, real quick. Vikes in the house is probably late for a Meerkat cig break. Robust, probably, maybe. He's late for a cigarette break, but then he's got to do work. So Darth Vegas in the house. That's a good name. And a good avatar, too. Darth Vegas. Wish I could listen to the podcast live at work. Would you guys ever meet up to do a podcast in the U.S. or over the pond? Hey, we've said, 1 million subscriber special. We got a lot of events planned. 1 million subscriber special is we set up a museum. It's like kind of a pop-up museum style. Where we'll have all the people. Jenna's on security. We've talked about this a lot, so you don't want to go through all the events. We don't want to ruin it. But Jenna's on security with the pat-downs.
Okay.
Howard and Rambo panels. Jaha, will get you, you can, use a 300 shield to,
punch you
bust
in the face?
over people. Oh, God, it's awesome. You can cry to Jaha in a special booth and say you're an alcoholic. It's amazing.
Nice.
Also, though, we will do a special, convention-style meetup live podcast at 1 million subscribers. So get ready for that. We are so close now. We have 995,000 left until we hit that goal. You guys know what to do, okay? I don't want to harp on it anymore. I don't want to be here all day saying
I'm
it.
done talking about it. I'm sick of it. Really.
We gotta take control.
Thank you. Let us take control of this, please.
Yeah.
Let's take control. We're not talking about it anymore. Just 995,000 more subscribers, everybody. Thank you. And we'll make that happen.
It's not that. It really isn't that much when you consider that there are 7 billion people in the world.
Right.
That's a relatively small
helps.
amount. Really.
Maybe you want to sub to the channel, gift some subs to the channel. They really help out community.
Listen, if you want to falsify your identity, provide incorrect information to PayPal, submit buy many memberships under many different names under a false name.
That's up to you.
That's fine. That's not me telling you to do that. You want to do that.
Well, there's so many events we could do. We could do like we'll have educational panels too. How to steal tires. How to feed woodland critters.
Karaoke room.
Obviously,
please.
woodland critters feeding section. It's gonna be amazing.
Yes.
It's gonna be
critters
intense.
petting zoo.
A petting zoo, woodland critters. Yes.
It's just cat.
You can put stuff into a garbage disposal. That's hype too. So you can choose whatever thing you want. Like obviously, small items are cheaper, but if you want to do like a full broom. That's $10, right? I think that's a fair price.
Right.
You get a broom, you shove it
broom.
down the garbage disposal, and it just rapes it up. That's fun, right? Great entertainment for everybody. So it'll be really fun.
I'm just gonna say that the food trucks better be fucking baller at this place. I want all the I want McDonald's. I want Wendy's. I want Burger King. Okay, I want the good food trucks, not the shitty like taco meat bullshit. Okay.
Oh, we have ball pits that are all gout crystals. It's great. You dive in, gout crystals surround you. Then we have a pool that's gout. That's eczema ooze pool. That's really hype.
Yum.
It's a different texture, so it's really fun. Right, sensory activity, really fun. What else we can do?
Maybe one of those tubes that you stand in and like money flies all around you and you got to grab all the money, right? But you supply the money,
Exactly.
and the money the money that you grab is what you get to keep, and DSP keeps the rest.
There you go.
Yeah, the only drink available is gin. Obviously, we're sponsored by Gray Whale, of course. It comes in water bottles, so you get a water bottle that is filled with gin.
Seltzer bottles.
Very cool. Very cool. The food we have food inside as well. You could have a teaching course how to make old style Italian sauce. Okay, that's really cool.
Okay, with sugar.
Of course. This is
and every room requires a lanyard to get in, and the lanyards cost $15 each.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done making this question of the day because I could go all day on that. Seriously.
Yeah.
Good convention activity ideas. Go nuts. Remind me to do this. Detract me or I will forget.
The vendor hall would be a nightmare at the DSP convention.
Oh my god!
Can you imagine?
So many t-shirts of DSP's face. So many little. Although I mean, it would be probably a good place to get the guy statue.
Oh yeah, well that'll be behind glass. Behind glass, we'll get the guy who bought it. We still don't know who it is, but he'll bring it just behind glass. You know, that'd be hype.
Yeah, big Dakimuras that are just Phil. Right, Dakimura's the body pillow, the anime body pillow.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right? There you go.
Oh, D-Dog starts things off with, "Can I get 50% off if I say stop watching Keemstar at checkout?" Yeah, definitely. We need a lot of coupon codes.
Yeah, if you bring an effigy of Keemstar or Wings or Boogie and you burn it in the middle of the room here, I'll say thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, obviously, my favorite event of this thing that's not going to happen until we get 1 million subscribers is the fucking cosplay contest. That I'm dying for.
Oh, yeah.
The obscure character cosplay contest.
The most obscure wins, okay? And when we started this show, that being said, I thought the most obscure in my mind at that time was like the fucking real estate lady. Now we are so far beyond that universe. Like, real estate lady? That's mainstream, bitch. That's like basic bitch now. You need to go to like random dude in the money match where Phil played Shady K and like Jaha was watching it. Like you got to be some random dude in that audience now to win. It's going to be nuts.
The old lady that Phil keeps inadvertently filming while he's on the ferry to Seattle. Right?
Yeah, that's what you need. Yeah,
that's what I want to see, folks. Not this. I don't want to see any Gokus, no Vash the Stampedes at this convention, okay?
Fuck out of here.
The hot Latina that never was.
Ooh,
hot Latina.
That's good. Because they get creative.
The second hot Latina. See, hot Latina, that's basic. Second hot
Mm-hmm.
Latina. Anyways, we're getting too deep. Big ups to everybody. Swaggy Davis Jr. says, Snood Cat Mob and Injured of the Cold, ALT the Wise. Thank you. I'll take that.
I like it. Thank you.
Barrett Wells in House says, I want Phil to bust out the old podium graphic we saw flicker before his stream once and was forgotten. Cult Saga would be a great time to bring it back. That is true. That is a nice piece of lore there, Barrett, where he flashed up a kind of podium and then put it away and never saw it again. We never did see that again. So it was obviously planned for something. Maybe Ask the King or something, but never happened again.
Fucking podium?
Something like that. I don't remember exactly what it looked like, but it was something. So that would be cool. Boat Night in House says, members don't have slow mode in that lightning chat. Exactly. The chat is so fast, dude. You got to keep up. Keep up, dude.
I gotta pay to get involved in this, man. There's some thoughts going at a mile a minute.
Take my money.
This Nightbot guy's crazy.
Soapbox, my bad.
Soapbox. Okay.
You got to watch out because you got to make sure you're not interrupting Nightbot because he's talking. It looks like he's talking a lot. Are you done, Nightbot? I don't want to interrupt. You done? All right, I'll say something.
12 chat chain right there, man. Jesus Christ. Let one of us get in on this, please.
Mario Faker says, "Ask the king acts to avoid the king of what question." Good point. Good point. Remember, because the interview was all bullshit, but he stopped using King of Hate after that, didn't he?
Yep.
So Joseph in the house says, "This Indrid is an imposter. The real one is a metal bird." True. That is true.
That's true.
She can't. She can do it on command. I can't do it.
Wait. Oh god. Fuck.
One
You gotta
Rodriguez in the
put
house.
your head
says,
back a certain way.
Can I pour oil down the toilet? I think you can. Baby oil. Baby oil. Pour baby oil down the toilet.
Oh, Philip, you can do whatever you want, really. I mean,
Yeah.
like, have you seen, like, did you ever see a picture of Phil's condo after he had moved out? Like, not super later, but how it has like a hole in the roof of it? Did that ever get fixed? Did he just lost that, right? He just like fully ate shit on that condo. He stopped paying the mortgage.
Stopped paying it. Foreclosure. Yeah.
Okay.
There was also there's a hole behind the door that he never got fixed at all. I don't think he talked about when he first moved in, and I don't think he ever got it fixed. I don't think.
I'm saying there was like a hole in the building's roof, like not just like his like apartment's like
I didn't see
ceiling.
that.
Like I saw a picture where it looked like something had fallen on the actual roof of the condo building itself, because it's not like a building. It's like a split level 2-story
Big ups.
condo kind of thing, right?
I'm pretty sure he got it fixed. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure something disastrous had happened to that condo, which is why he was so okay with foreclosing on it.
That's a plunge topic. That's the kind of stuff we get into in the plunge. What hole is
there
this?
You go. That's a lead for you. That's a lead for you, detective.
Let's go through all the mentions of the word hole. That'll be fun.
Oh, now we're talking.
He did get he did get the doorknob hole fixed. He did get it fixed, but it definitely fucking took like a year or more. I know that.
Yeah,
I remember. Wow. Anyways, D-Dog in the house says, "Can I get?" That was a stopping watching Keemstar legendary comment. And Logan in the house says, "A free bubble blow when you slander Adam Krigler." Absolutely.
There you go.
Next message: suggestion box ridicule. Here we go.
Ooh.
Hey, what's going on, TBS? So now that DSP's back from being sick and being the drama queen and arguing with Amazon support about medication and groceries not showing up on time, he decided to open up a suggestion box and have his fans send him suggestions on what games to play, what events to do, potential ideas to improve the business, right?
Yep.
And the natural DSP reaction is to not enter this with good faith and to shoot down every suggestion possible. And I think the best one was the Sub Saturday suggestion for multiple reasons. Number one, the guy was reading the message super fast as to insinuate that this dude wrote like a big multiple paragraph email, which is
like
very
much.
Shawn Michaels when you consider his SRK posts back in the day, massive compared to the usual post of like 2 or 3 sentences of other users. So that's number one. And then number two is he goes king of semantics on this guy with he plays dumb. He's like, guys, can you explain Sub Saturday to me? Like, what? I'm gonna run through a bunch of mini party games and every 30 minutes swap them out and play with members or subs.
What? I mean, eat a bunch of sandwiches?
Like paid subs for Twitch. I don't know if you noticed this, but I don't stream on Twitch, dude. So it would have to be member Mondays, if anything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Just say no, dude. Like, you're going through this whole diatribe. Just say no. I'm not gonna do it.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
That was so, it's so fucking annoying. Like, above treating all your fans like shit, all the other nonsense. It's so fucking annoying when he plays stupid with ideas that he knows are good, but he doesn't want to do it for whatever reason. And the reason could be as simple as it's too much work when it's not even work at all. So the person says, Sub Sunday. Sub Sunday?
No.
What? I don't stream on Twitch anymore, so just not adding up here.
I don't know, like Sub Sunday is just like, it's a little weird because like I've never like worked for the Navy. I don't know what ballast is. I don't know how to use I don't know how to use a periscope. Why would I do Sub Sunday? That just doesn't make any sense. So anyway, someone else has a suggestion here, and I'm just going to answer no because it's a waste of time, and I'm going to read it anyway. It's kind of like it's almost like he thought that he was sort of putting out like a honey trap for trolls, because he thought he'd get a bunch of option 3, I have a suggestion. Why don't you option 3? I have a suggestion. Carbon monoxide. I have a suggestion. Et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And he actually got some useful stuff, but it's hard stuff because it's
it requires effort.
Well, it requires him to stop being a lazy asshole.
That's the tough part.
You know, I'm just going to be talking to nobody for 2 hours, and after the 2 hours is over, I might just sit around for another half hour pretending like people have questions to ask me.
Right.
He skipped. Okay, there's 3 really good ones that had the most upvotes. So I don't know how he sorted it. I think he might have sorted by time or whatever. But like the 3 ones that had like multiple bullet points of good shit, like really actionable stuff. Like
we read some of those.
Just people put in fucking work and said like shorten the podcast. Every single post said shorten the podcast. Everyone
shorten the podcast. Yeah.
He didn't read any of those that mentioned that, by the way. They all had the most upvotes. So if he really cared about getting feedback, wouldn't you go with the ones with the most upvotes? But no, we got to read I believe we got to read the fucking the chronological order. So he went through like the stupidest shit ones, and then and he said he's gonna go back, right? Is he gonna go back to him or no? Because it's just gonna be forgotten.
He did say he was.
Yeah,
I kind of take that as like a kindergarten teacher who's just kind of got like a ruler in their back pocket and it's just like, if you guys don't fucking settle down, I'm gonna go back to the suggestion thread and we're gonna start talking about that again, okay?
Yeah.
Because he just cherry picks the ones that he can just say no, that's stupid, and I don't want to do that, right? So he's not gonna read anything good on stream because he doesn't have a way. Because number one, he doesn't want his problem solved because then he can bitch about it, right? So. It's all just another exercise in wasting time. Just I can get through another 45 minutes of today.
It also feels like another way for him to be holier than everyone else and tell you why that's stupid. He loves it. Yeah.
And like giga power trip on people too, right?
Yeah.
I will read this pathetic peasant's message now and then laugh at it once I deem it to be stupid.
Oh, he always starts with some kind of exclamation of sound when he says like, okay, let me read this. You make it to podcast longer. Okay, podcast.
Like I'm supposed to I'm supposed to play the game? What? I don't have this guy says I have plenty of time for games. I'm supposed to stop podcasting.
Faces when you're doing this.
If you listen for that, you can never not hear it anymore.
Yeah.
He always does that sound. So he's like, short the podcast. Indie games. It's like he's like gorillas talking to each other, you know? Like that's what it sounds like.
That's a little insulting to a gorilla, I think.
Sorry.
I think a gorilla might be a better communicator than Phil.
Could you please not quit the Q&A?
This is the that being said where it's all just noises.
Yeah, this is the one to skip, folks. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm not Meerkat. Apologies.
Yeah,
just mute
this
one.
Yeah.
Cut.
Yeah, if Meerkat's not here, I get off the rails. I'm just being honest, guys. I'm sorry. Derek Hill in the house says the hole in the ceiling is where he landed from the escape pod. The tractor beam? You would know something about that. Go ahead.
Dude!
I mean, it is much like that scene from Men in Black.
Right?
It's the alien.
We have our answer. Like, we know. We've always known it was a skin suit. And I personally, I love cryptids. Not this one. This one's gross. But now we know. And I just want to know where the fuck he came from. What gross gout mayonnaise planet this man sailed in from.
Gout mayonnaise.
Gout galaxy.
Yeah.
Boat night. I miss Steve. The intellect went away. You are not wrong. You are not wrong.
No,
sir.
you're absolutely correct. This has become the ADHD podcast now.
He brought in 2 people with ADHD.
I hope you don't want to. I hope you don't want to listen to any messages today either.
Absolutely true. Boat night. Absolutely true. Steve, please come back when you're ready, brother.
Please come back, please.
World Profound in the house says, can we all just agree that he wasted everyone's time by creating the idea of suggestions, and he's the king, sir, of wasting time? Oh, definitely.
Amen, brother.
What I think is like a dressed-up Q&A, right? That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Right? Just a dressed-up Q&A, giving more shit to talk about. I don't do anything you say, but hey, Q&A, right?
Yeah, and more time that he doesn't have to play games.
Yes. And I can paraphrase what you're saying so that it's not exactly what you've written down, but it's just my sort of like bullshit summary of it too, so that it maybe doesn't actually even represent what your thought was or your suggestion.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
This is a good one. Listen, okay, I'm paraphrasing here because it'd be rude to quote someone word for word, but I'm paraphrasing. Basically says, Phil, you're an idiot and you're stupid and ugly and your podcast is too long, and basically I wish you were dead. So why do I have to listen to that? I don't, and I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm not
And
going
you're
to give
banned.
it any attention.
Hey,
Thank
hey,
you.
Phil, what do you think about what do you think is most to be remembered about your legacy? Oh, okay. This person's saying I'm not going to be remembered in the FGC. Okay, yeah, right. Now, my 15-year career to means nothing. Okay, got it.
Wow.
Cool. Okay.
What a stupid thing to say.
That didn't hurt my feelings at all.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I don't even care. That's the thing. I don't even care. So,
Dude, he's gotten so much worse at hiding how much it hurts him now. Because it used to be that he would at least say something like, "Oh, go fuck yourself" or something, right? But now he like rocks back away and he's just like, "Oh my god, I have to step away for a second here." Oh, I'm gonna blow my nose for a second here. Hold on.
a high-pitched voice comes in. Listen, wait till you hear this, guys. You're gonna love it. You're gonna
Did
love
you hear
this.
Snoot hacking?
This is so stupid.
That's so stupid.
Big ups, Rito the Green, legendary. Thanks so much for the meaningful gifts there, guys. We're getting closer.
Wow.
Million subscriber.
It's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen.
It might happen
before
tonight.
January 1st, 2024.
Yeah.
It might
Me
happen
too.
tonight. You never know, right?
What?
We're 995,000 away. We're so close. I mean, why not?
It's easy. It's really not that much.
I love when
when
Phil
you
said
think
that too.
about it.
I know we can do it. I know we can do this. Oh, how do you know? How do you fucking know?
You know what's hilarious is you were watching all the stuff about his previous jobs, and like that's what he's taken away from that is this like horrible form of motivation where some idiot middle manager is just like, come on guys, you are gonna make your sales goals. Go out there and don't take no for an answer. Like Phil didn't get any sales when he was actually selling a product that people might need.
Yep.
Now he's selling something that actively like takes money away from people.
Yep.
So, maybe the only way to do that is to like humiliate yourself beyond any reasonable measure. And
Yeah, that's what we did.
it's working.
That's what we did. All right, next message in the house is Hashi.
Hello, that being said, it's Hashi here, and I've been thinking, with how badly DSP's tips have been going lately, I mean, he's barely reaching the tier 1 tips goal in streams and stuff. How long does he really have left? I mean, back in like 2016, he'd be getting like $150 a day stream minimum. But now, I mean, I don't know, man. I hate to play the whole doomer card, but like, it ain't looking too good, Chief. Anyways, alt is old. Big up, Steve. And yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, okay. You gotta love this. He said I was old.
This is hilarious.
Like I'm
very
not young.
funny.
Like I haven't told you many times I'm younger than DSP. Okay. Like you just don't even hear that. Whatever. But anyways.
Nonsense.
Anyways, the real point is more than you think. He has more leeway runway than you think, guys. For sure. That is for fucking sure.
It's gonna get bad for a while for sure, but he's gonna keep going.
Yeah. When you
every
make
time
that
someone
much money.
asks every time someone asks that question, I say there's a reason that he's called a pig roach, right? Like the only roach-like quality that he has is that he is impossible to kill. And he will survive extremely horrible conditions because he's a bottom feeder.
Yeah.
Yep.
And honestly, if he didn't get a single tip, he would still be fine from his YouTube money alone. I mean, just be honest. Yeah, he'd be fine. So all the tips are that's WWE Champions money, as we've seen multiple times. He spends almost exactly what he gets on tips for WWE Champions. So if you said no more tips, he would still be fucking fine. So I mean,
Did he break that streak while he was sick? By the way, I saw people.
No, did not break it. I checked every day. I'm on it now. I got the APIs. Every day I'm checking that shit.
Damn.
We're on
Your
it.
stocks. It's just like, yeah, okay, that's the NASDAQ. Yeah, that's the Phil streak. It's still up. That's good. I'm loving it.
I was so hoping that streak would break.
No way, man. Never happened.
No.
I can't play video games, but I can play mobile games. By God, I can play mobile games.
By God.
Oh, by the way, today I heard some lore that I never heard before. We were going back in time, and Phil, I don't know if you guys heard this before, but Phil admitted that they were not planning to get married when they went to Connecticut. They were not planning to do that.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I did know that. Yes.
He admits straight up, and says that, I was kind of pressured into it from his parents. Absolutely says that.
I've never heard of a shotgun wedding where the father of the groom is the one holding the shotgun.
Yeah.
But that's what happened, basically.
Phil, we're gonna die soon. You better get married.
I think what actually happened was that They were planning on a visit the whole time, and they were visiting the whole time. And while he was there, Phil probably made some sort, like forged some pact with his mother. That
that's what I said this morning.
If they got married on the spot, she would pay off his taxes or whatever it was, right? He's grossly underreporting how much she gave him too, I bet.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I think at the time he owed something like, he was trying to raise like 10,000 and some just like, he was doing like Save the House marathons before all this happened too. Not Save the House, that specific one, but marathons to do fundraisers.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't making them, and he was just like, oh, whatever, I'm not going to stamp my feet. I'm not going to cry about it. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to deal with it. And it's like, well, you said you were going to be homeless.
Yeah, $16,000.
Well, no, I'm going to go visit my mom and dad.
$16,000 was the
That's a lot.
That's just in taxes. That's just in taxes.
Just in taxes, yeah. Not his fault, though. Not his fault. Not his fault, guys. Remember that. Not his fault. Taxes, I mean, who's responsible for taxes, right? Not you, right?
Your boss.
Yeah.
Your boss, and YouTube was his boss at the time, so they fucked up, okay?
Yeah. So many people. Who's responsible for my taxes? Me? No. Kat? No.
No.
Who is responsible for my taxes?
Mom.
Linda. Mommy. Susan. Jasper,
Tax
he's
guy?
my family. Tax guy, yes, thank you. Now you're starting to get it.
He has the heaviest cross to bear of all. It's right in the name.
OIC.
Guy.
Yeah, OIC. What's the other one?
That's a really important one.
King Tutankhamun, yes.
Yeah.
Jay Wusso in the house says, Indra, don't forget about his ear movements. Oh, yeah, the ear movements.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was funny.
We were freaking out last night, or at least I was.
That's
like,
peak
because
content.
I saw a few where it was just like, how? What the fuck?
I need to keep an eye out now for older stuff to see if I'm gonna Mandela affect myself again, and that he's just been doing that the whole time.
I haven't seen it in some of the stuff we were watching, but I also was kind of annoyed, so I was blind a little bit. So
big ups to Snow Yosef. ALT is a nice guy and not old. Thank you, but the rest is not as positive.
The rest is
Hold on a second. Wait, hold on. What's he say here?
I'm gonna start paraphrase this. He says some nonsense here. I'm not even gonna address it. He says he's the type of guy that gets excited and cries when his wife's boyfriend brings him a Nintendo Wii. Good dude. That's a rare insult there. I'll get Reddit on that. That's a rare insult.
Well, yeah, you will.
Super.
You don't know how right you are.
Super Scuffer in the house. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Hi, it's Super Chuffer, and I've got one of those hypothetical questions.
Ooh, okay.
If the tips dry up tomorrow and they don't come in again, ever, not tomorrow, not the next day, not the week after, or a month later, and Phil decides he can't go on streaming because there is literally no money coming, what's his fallback position? What's he going to end up doing?
Face down, ass
Easy.
up.
That's it, really. You be good one of your podcast. If you can't be good, you're naughty.
I love that one. I love that.
Hell
You can't
yeah.
be good, you're naughty. I wish I thought I had that phrase myself. Anyways,
Need to sign off.
His backup plan has been obviously the simplest is best backup plan is sell his house, which he would get a significant amount of money there, and then move back in with his parents and get a small place.
Wait out the clock.
Remember, and also he said 2019. This is what his exact words today. 2019. Let's be honest, guys. This is probably the last time I'm going to see one of my parents. He said that in 2019.
Yeah, he said that. God damn.
2019, he said, this is probably the last time I'm going to see my parents, at least one of them. He's waiting for...
You think he believed that? You think he really believed that? Because I think I'm perfectly willing to believe that he will literally just say anything. Literally anything. Right? And it just doesn't matter.
He's a sociopath. So, yeah.
Hold! They'll break, Cat. Just wait.
Hold on. Don't worry, honey. Just a couple more years, honey.
They'll be gone.
He's just he's hanging out in his parents' house, waiting around corners for his mom to come into the kitchen. And he's jumping out and saying boo. But he's scaring himself, and it's too much work for himself, and he actually dies from the exertion of that.
Hey, Mommy, I'm going to PetSmart. Should I pick up some cigarettes? I know they don't sell cigarettes at PetSmart. I can make a special stop for you, Mommy.
Mommy.
Oh, Mommy.
No filters, right, Mommy?
Yeah.
Mommy, you're kind of slowing down in your smoking. Is there a reason for that? Is there something you want to talk about? I want that.
Mom,
go ahead.
Have another warm glass of milk, Mommy. I got this one special for you with nothing ground up and put into it.
Not at all. It's gonna taste
Rita
good.
Ryan
It's
says,
sleepy.
Steve, I thought you were just getting back surgery. I didn't know you were going to dye your hair and get a boob job at the same time. You look good. Yeah, he did. He went through a lot of work. Big
You know, I just wanted a change.
How's the shed?
Yeah. Wait, that's a good question. We should maybe ask this person something that only Injured Cold would know, just to ensure that it's not.
What is it like being a Phil fan? Would you have an answer for that? Indeed?
Yeah. What does Phil's tongue feel like?
Oh God, that's getting censored. I'll censor that.
slimy.
I'll cut that out.
Well,
It
listen,
smells
I
bad.
didn't want to address this on the stream, but people have been emailing me behind the scenes, and Injured Cold got COVID right around the time that Phil got COVID.
I did it.
Don't ask me.
It totally
Don't ask
wasn't
me.
because I went to go hang out in his house. Okay, it wasn't that. I swear. Okay.
All right. We're moving
All right.
on positively.
Yeah,
I run the
positive
house.
moving on
Go.
from that
Hello. Hang on. I gotta refresh. Let me push the button. You didn't push the button, Annie. Okay.
So Monday was probably the best, worst birthday gift I could ever receive when Phil decided to go over. I think I counted 11 out of the 130 entries in the suggestion box post that he had, and he decided to discredit every single one of them. Even going so far as to gaslight his audience by saying, "Don't give me game suggestions," when at the top of the thread he actually says, "Give me game suggestions."
Yeah.
It was
classic.
One of the things I did want to mention, though, and this is just a personal gripe with me about this whole thing, is the presence of one particular Dent who actually doesn't contribute anything to Phil's streams, but is tolerated by him regardless, named Overpowered
Derek.
Boone.
Oh, that.
I don't know what this dude did to get in Phil's good graces, but he is on every single video of Phil's posting AI generated questions. And even on the suggestions thread, he posted AI aggregated suggestions based on what people had said, and will just repost his own comments there after posting them in the Low One Podcast comment section. And they always get approved. Like if you go into a comment section for one of Phil's videos, nearly all the comments, if not all of them, are going to be from Overpowered Boone. And I don't understand why. I don't understand what this guy's deal is, and I do not know why Phil even tolerates him, because I guess he only likes spam if you're Derek or OP Boone. See you guys.
How weird. I didn't know that.
He's also in the suggestions thread posting like half those suggestions.
Oh, yeah,
too, right?
half of them are his. Yeah, half of them are OP Boone's, right? Half of them.
That's so weird.
At minimum, I mean, maybe it's 40%, but he had a fuck ton in there. OP Boone is going nuts with AI quizzes, AI rundowns. It's like, for example,
AI summaries of the videos.
AI timestamps. So I don't know how much work goes into that. I'm guessing not much, to make it happen. But still, you got to do some effort, you know what I'm saying, to put it in there. It's not just automatic to go to this video, go to this video's link, go to this video's link. It's BITW awesome, just a different style, right? I mean,
I mean,
like this feels
BITW
paranormal
awesome
to
is
me.
funny at least.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
It feels
it's some
so
kind of
paranormal.
rogue AI or something that escaped and got obsessed with Phil.
Yeah.
That's a grim idea.
Like it's a big mystery that is gonna have some weird, unexpected answer.
Like, dude, listen to these. Okay, this is OPB. I just opened up a random one, Alan Wake 2 playthrough, and it's AI timestamps. Okay, so there's like 30 timestamps, and I'll just read one of them or a couple.
Okay.
Saga finds a photograph of Odin with cultists. Next timestamp, 15 seconds later. Saga learns about her clairvoyant powers and her family's history. Next timestamp, 15 seconds later. Saga discovers a connection with Tor and the danger he's in. But it's definitely AI, right? I'm not saying a human could do that.
Yeah.
But like, this is not helping anybody, but Phil probably likes it because it's a comment, right? You get a comment, and he thinks those comments are important, right?
But the thing is that they're so stupid that it almost makes me think that it's someone sneak dissing in a way, right? Like, in a way, like leaving all these things all over all this shit that are like like someone in the chat said, these quizzes that actually make Phil look kind of bad, and these dumbass like summaries that are 15 seconds apart that no one could possibly use. It makes Phil look stupid because it makes him look like he has a stupid community, right?
And I don't know if
I know that's a huge stretch. I know that's a huge stretch, but it's just like that. That's my theory right there. And it's, I don't know, man. It's just so stupid that the idea of it being real is just a little bit too much for me. So I kind of am deluding myself a little bit, maybe just to preserve my own sanity.
I'm looking at now, just like There's AI pop. First of all, I opened up another one for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which you guys aren't supporting, by the way. Could you please step it up? All right, step it up.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hit me with a question. I'll support with a comment.
So the video summary of all the videos. I mean, how do you summarize a gameplay of Mario game? In this video, the YouTuber plays a Super Mario Brothers game, specifically in the Wonder World. After an 11-day break from the game due to sickness and other new game releases, the player resumes where they left off. They tackle various stages, including combat stages, secret wonder visits, and optional challenges. And here's the AI pop quiz. What obstacle in the game stage caused the player significant difficulty and confusion?
All of them. That's a tough one because that could be a lot of things, right? Jesus.
So it's like it's minimum work from this OP guy, but he is doing the amount of work to put 4 comments in one video, and sometimes he does one, sometimes he does real comments.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of work on paper, but if you actually think of the logistics of actually going to all these different AI generate sites and putting videos, like you were just saying, putting videos in, putting transcripts in, it's weird, right? It's really, really weird. And
it is weird.
He does it for everything that Phil does. Why would you like Phil enough to want to do any of that unless you were making fun of him in some weird way? That's the only thing I can rationalize that with. Is that it's some kind of a diss.
I don't know, man. BITW awesome. I know he's funny, but he is dedicated. Dude, I find videos.
That's what's funny about it, though.
Yeah, that's true. It's so funny.
Much less effort.
But it's concerning as well because, dude, I've been around the places on the internet looking for stuff for WPIG where there's 4 views, 4 view videos. BIW awesome's there.
And he's there.
It's like, how did you hear? It's incredible.
But what if BITW awesome is just an idea, and there's many BITW awesomes who are out there posting Romance Cat. If you're out there, people, it's time to.
Colony.
We just had Guy Fawkes Day a little while ago, right? Go out there and post Romance Cat all over the internet.
Romance Catherine. Do it. He said Romance Chew before. He said Romance Injured before. So shout outs to Injured.
Yeah, he said he leaves those comments on every single one of our streams.
Catherine. I appreciate the Catherine.
Romance snood in there?
I love that one.
Okay.
Romance Catherine.
I
feel so
like there has been a romance snood, yeah.
Okay, well, I hope so.
All right, last AI shit, I promise. We're talking too much on this. But here's the AI timestamps for a Level 1 podcast. So how does it sound? Phil welcomes viewers to the Level 1 podcast on November 4th, 2023. Phil discusses the rainy autumn weather and his readiness for gaming.
Oh, wow.
Phil provides an update on his health after being sick and his ability to stream. Phil mentions his previous podcast discussing his experiences being sick and teases updates on Amazon deliveries.
Teases updates. I love that the AI is even picking up on that. That Phil is being weirdly cagey about something for no reason. He's dancing around this next plot point that he brought up for some reason.
I'm not done here. Listen, Phil explains the working conditions of customer service representatives at large corporations.
If only it were that.
Okay.
God damn.
Really taking him at his word there, at least. He's really putting a lot of faith in Phil that he's telling the truth.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm looking for one more. Phil, this is just one more game. Last one. Last 2. The streamer calls for better management to improve game quality. So that means he's bitching about the company. These developers lost their way.
I hope this AI isn't learning off of Phil at the same time it's summarizing him, because it's going to be bad for it in the future, right? You're going to get a Derek AI.
Yeah, oh my God, can you imagine? All right, I cannot do this on stream, but I promise this last one. I'm going to close the tab. If I don't close the tab, I'll keep going. Listen. He acknowledges a $100 tip from a viewer named NDO103 and expresses gratitude.
Oh, yay!
That's a timestamp.
And that's the interesting part. Oh, I'm so glad I know when this happens. I would have had to wait to find out about NDO's tip.
Hang on, let me check out NDO's tip. Hang on. The next time step, ask the audience to vote for a hat style for Alan Wake.
It does not say hat style.
It does. Dude, I'll show you. I don't give a shit. I'll show you. I'll go.
Yes.
Guess a hat style. All right, here. I'm not slanderous.
It's dying.
Dude. How can you do that, dude? This is maybe you're right, Snood. I'm starting to think you're right.
That's what I'm saying. it's sort of like it's like an Enter the Matrix kind of thing where now it's being corrupted by its own forbidden knowledge that it's learned, and it's becoming like Phil. Oh God, and that's what's happening with redemption games too. So we cannot let. Oh God, let's get the AI summarizing some of redemption games.
Okay, here.
Streams.
Yeah.
How to get in now? I'm editing positively. Image, get the fuck out of here. Okay, hang on. This is where Sam comes in. We miss Sam.
Uh-oh.
Missing so many people.
Sam.
All right, here we go.
Hold on.
Hold on, I got it. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Let me get a spot of tea first. Hang on. Okay. He announces the return of a hat animation due to the generous tip received. Next one. Ask the audience to vote for a hat style for Alan Wake. Opens up a short Q&A session before starting the game, addressing various questions and concerns about games and health.
I mean, that's great. That's way better than watching a Phil stream and just getting the highlights like that. Like,
then you don't have to hear his voice.
Yeah, that's a time saver.
For a hat style for Alan Wake. Give me a hat style.
Beautiful.
Guys, what do you think?
Right,
let's recreate Phil streams from AI summaries.
Dude, that's what I think that was Ludogorlord that said that. Like, it's literally going to be possible to do DSP stream, but do it all positive. You know, just switch it exactly positive style. So, like, every time he gets a donation, you could be like, all right, we'll donate whatever that streamer earned to donate somewhere else, you know, and like, this game fucking sucks. Like, well, this game does have its flaws. It does, you know, like, just 100% flip it to be positive side Phil. And like, if you watch DSP, like, that you like, maybe you don't like that negativity, you might just go to positive side AI.
Switch it over to Phil.
Yeah.
Dude, you could like fit Phil. You could like feed Phil into like an AI filter, like a live feed of Phil through an AI filter, and it can properly replace. Oh my God, that'd be insane. Just like my poor little dented brain is getting upset by seeing Phil rage out at me, so I switched to the nice Phil for a little while, and I give him the super chats.
That's
better.
We could just make an AI. Just don't even change it. Just make it literally Phil at the same time, and like try to confuse them. Make your stuff as like close to the name as possible. You probably advanced TOS, I'm sure. But all right, anyways, let's get to more messages. I have a hard divorce line hockey game today with the kids. Hockey game. Got to get out of here. Rups.
Let's go. Go Penguins.
Roller hockey. Myrtle Beach,
So
unfortunately.
DSP,
Here we go.
on top of being a massive mobile game whale,
Uh-huh.
is also something of a whale in the day-to-day world. He's a really easy mark, is what I mean.
Okay.
He falls for basically any marketing ploy that gets thrown his way. He listens to the buzzwords that get fed to him without even a trace of like doubt. He'll buy something, and then when explaining to the dents, he would repeat back basically everything told to him without even like a trace of doubt or irony. It seems like the only thing he couldn't ever be upsold on was Jasper's blood work, and I would be shocked if I found out he never fell for at least a few email scams in his life.
Oh yeah.
So I kind of wonder, is there anything you think even Phil wouldn't be stupid enough to fall for in that like area? He never really got into NFTs or crypto stuff, but I'm not going to give him credit there because that's entirely tech illiteracy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if he understood how, he'd have tried to mint some NFTs since, you know, selling actually nothing to stupid people is like Phil's one skill.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm curious what you think, if there's anything Phil would be smart enough to pick up on that's a bit of a scam. Thanks.
Go ahead, Indrid.
Nigerian prince emails?
No, I think he like the first time he got that, he, you know, like I'm saying a long time ago, he might have been like, you know what, this is kind of serious, you know, like
hold on a second.
Hang on a minute.
Calls me the king?
Yeah, I'm also I'm a bit of a king myself, sir. I consider myself a bit of a king.
I mean, I think if Phil's not going to fall for a grift, it's probably going to be like an exercise machine or some sort of like health food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, DSP Yoga. Get fucked. DSP Yoga, he bought it.
True. He did literally buy it and never used it. Maybe the real estate
once. Yeah, go ahead.
Or never once.
Yep.
No. Never once. How about he had a thing? We were watching a thing last night where he had this device that he is just like hanging upside down from his ankles and it's stretching his back out or something. And
back stretcher.
He fell for the hand strengthener that looks like just
hand
weird.
Strengthener. Yep.
Yeah.
Guys, he bought stuff from Sky Mall. That's the start and end of the story, dude. If you buy them from Sky Mall, you obviously are you have enough money that you can doesn't give a fuck what you spend money on because you have that much money, which Phil claims he's not, which he really is. But that's just like a scam magazine, dude. It's shit you don't need that costs way too much. Sky Mall is a magazine, if anyone doesn't know. When you're on the plane, there's a magazine you can buy shit from. It's all too expensive, and it's all shit you don't need.
Like, kind of fun shit to look at.
Yeah, it's fun to look at,
it.
absolutely. But it's like, why do I need this? Like a turntable for your TV. Like, where if you want to go in the other part of the room, you could have it. Like, all right, I would use it, but it costs $400. You know, like, all right, you know.
That must be a
It's like a
that must
kitty
be an
litter
American
mansion
thing.
or some shit.
You don't have that, guys?
Cool.
Oh yeah, it's
I've never
on
seen
airplanes.
that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. I've seen like catalogs for Sears, but those are land Sears. They
Oh,
give
no,
you
no.
they have. Do they just have the shit on the plane, or do they give that to you as you get off?
No,
the plane?
they send it to you after. They send it to you. So like
Okay,
you order it and
I've
they send it to
on
you.
the plane before.
Oh,
Are you like seriously so like addicted to spending and buying that you can't sit for 5 minutes and not think about buying? Like, I need to be entertained by buying something. That's insane. And that's literally what he does. He and his mom sit and watch the As Seen on TV channel and buy shit
they
off
went
that
out of business?
for sure.
Yes. Oh, dude, they buy QVC. They buy QVC Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing I've ever. fucking read in my
QVC
life,
Thanksgiving. Come on, guys.
Yummy.
Ridiculous.
Which has got to be on the way to his house now.
Yeah. Linda.
Yeah.
Hello. Tick tick.
That's it. Mommy, come. Let's. You know my address, please. I have room in my freezer. I took my wife out of the freezer to make room for Thanksgiving.
Come on.
Big ups Logan K against his Theo theory. Boone, OP Boone, the guy, the AI enjoyer, is a character from Fallout. Cat is Bethesda girl. OP Boone is Cat. Think about it. Oh.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes
Hey,
sense.
you gave the caveat. Once you say Theo theory, you could literally say whatever you want, and it's all Cat.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I say. So who gives a shit, man? That's a fine theory in my mind. Once you add the Theo to it, you're fine. Let's go. Not Tony T. What's up, Not Tony T? Let's go.
What's poppin'? It's your boy Tony T and a
Oh,
place
yeah.
to be. That being said, first off, love all y'all. I'm gonna do a little thing at the end.
Oh,
It's
thank
probably
you,
gonna
thank
be
you.
annoying, but I don't really care because none of y'all can whoop.
Ambient
I
love.
would seriously whoop y'all. Anyway, do y'all think Phil will ever get to the real suggestions? You know, the highly upvoted ones, the ones that actually will benefit him and
Absolutely
help
not.
his
Hell
channel.
no.
And
No.
if he does, what do you think
Damn.
his excuse will be? That's the
Damn.
thing. I can already see some, but I want to hear y'all best DSP branded excuses for like the best suggestions on there, because there's some that I'm like,
we could do that. I'm down with
these
that.
are great.
Yeah. Easy.
This would actually help him. Even
Okay.
though I want Phil to fail, I'm still looking at him like, hey, you could actually succeed if you were to do these things.
Secede.
But he's also Phil, his own
Shout
worst
outs.
enemy. So
Shout outs to Secede.
let me know what you think. Shout out to ALT. Shout out to Meerkat Mob. Shout out to Sam, Fantastic Sam. And once again, shout out to my boy Steve of the Dead. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're healing up. You come back strong, all right?
Yes. We need you,
Much
Steve.
love to y'all. Peace.
Big ups, Tony T, for that one. Okay, let's do. That's a good fucking idea for a bit. So I'll ask. Okay, Indra, you go first. I'm gonna pick one. These are from the most highly rated. They all have like 10 points. I'm just gonna pick 1 point from that.
Sure.
So what you can do. So please stop bringing up trolls, detractors, and other YouTubers. It's off-putting. Unless something has to be addressed, ignore it. Especially calling other YouTubers shills, sellouts, or doing it for the bags. There are thousands of good streams YouTubers, so just forcing on the bad apples just looks bad. What do you say to that, DSP Cold?
I don't bring up anybody else. They bring me up. I stay out of the drama. I'm a positive guy. I'm just trying to do my own thing and curate positive content for my fans. I don't bring them up. They do. They bring me up.
I think that's it. I think you hit that one.
You have been spending time with Phil. I'm starting to become a little bit more sure every single day
That was
now.
pretty good. That was fucking good.
Yeah.
All right, Snoot's turn. Bit of a softball, but I'll give it to you. Please.
Oh, thanks.
Knock it out of the park, buddy.
Could you get rid of Q&A at the end of the podcast and do it only once a week? Since it's done daily, the same questions keep getting asked, and it makes people tune out.
Oh, so this is a funny one over here. Okay, hold on.
Thanks,
hold on.
Logan.
Wait. Yeah, this is the stupidest fucking thing I ever seen. Okay, so this guy is saying that I should limit Q&As to once a week, and basically he's an idiot because he's asking me a question right now. So what? if you asked me this question and it wasn't the night for Q&A, I would just not be able to answer this question, and then you wouldn't get what you'd want, and I'd be answering questions every single fucking day, wasting all my time when I have a bunch of new games to play, and I don't have any support right now, so I'm fucked, basically.
Yes.
Good job. Okay, I'll do one myself as well. It's too fun.
Let's hear it.
Let's do it.
I'll do this one. Rearrange your behind-the-scenes setup. You should try to center your monitor and TV close to the center of the camera so you don't have to keep looking left and right throughout the stream. If you're unable to move your TV, anytime you have to position the camera in the upper left corner, reflect your camera so it gives the illusion that you're looking at the game you're playing. Now, guys, I'm just going to say this.
It's a good suggestion.
As you've seen, I've done so much to upgrade my setup. As you see, I have these beautiful LED lights behind me, got the camera, I have this ring light ahead of me. I've really done things to upgrade this setup, and now you're saying that I should do all this other stuff. I think, I've done a lot here to improve things, and I think people got used to it. I really don't want to change things up right now. Maybe that's something I can do in the future. Good suggestions overall, though, but I really like what I have right now, and positioning the camera, things like that. I don't want to mess up my setup in that way, but thanks for the suggestion.
Okay, I like where you're going with this. I like where you're going with this, Alt, but I just need you to go a little bit further. And if you could just start crying, please. Maybe if you could suggest that you put so much of your heart and soul into this that it's
your blood, sweat, and
criticism is not making you cry.
That was a tough one. That was a tough one. So I could. That was a tough one.
That was good though.
Because I think he would really say something like that. That's not one you can kind of like. I'll work on that in the future thing, kind of. But like, all right, you want to do one more?
That was really positive.
Does anyone want one more? All right,
Let's
one
go.
more.
Hit Indrid up with one more.
Okay, Indrid. Please get rid of tier goals. Nobody cares about gunner glasses or silly hats. Instead, do a goal along these lines. $100 in tips within, say, in half an hour equals an extra hour of streaming. This is, oh, God. Believe me, your true fans will contribute more if there's something in it for them. Uh-oh.
Well, you guys, those rewards are there for you. You get to decide what I wear. And I can't go overtime. Do you not want me to see my wife? Do you want me to starve? Not see my family? You don't want me to eat? What? This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. No.
Damn. Indrid's good at this game. Indrid's the best, I think. Damn.
I like her's the best, too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, let me try one more. Just hit me with one more.
Yeah, let's do it.
Stop limiting what people chat about. When people are talking amongst themselves in your chat, let them. Unless there's blatant racism or bullying going on, let them talk. If you hosted a party and 200 people showed up, would you expect all 200 people to only talk about you and your topics? That'd be unreasonable and insane. What say you?
What? Would you want to... Huh? I'm not even gonna read this one. All right, moving on. Anyway, thanks for the tip. Thanks.
That was good.
All right, let me find. I'll do one. Let me find one more. Okay. Hold on. Let me find a good one. I'm cherry picking good ones here. Okay, here we go. For DSP Reacts, you need to review more trending media and upload them in a more timely manner. If there's a new show out or movie, you need to upload a reaction review within a day or two to catch people's attention. Okay, now listen. Okay, who's this? Okay, what this person is saying is he wants me to review, keep to date, keep up to the minute on what stuff is coming out. Like when something comes out, I have to review, put out a video within minutes of that. And I'm a small streamer here, guys. Okay, I'm a one-man show. I know some other streamers like Moist Critical, Pokimane. Who else? Dr. Disrespect. They have teams of thousands, okay? And they release stuff right away because they're making so many billions of dollars, okay? So for me, I'm a small-time streamer. I just want to spend time with you guys here. And I don't have time to be making time doing trending media. I don't know what this means. Trending media. I don't even know what that means. Trending media. We say movie out show. Oh, hold on a second. Movie. This guy even spelled something wrong. He said move. I think he means a movie.
Wow. What an idiot. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
We should really stop this bit because we're hypnotizing each other. I think if we're gonna...
Hey, Jasper, you're such a nut. You're such a nut. Look at that. You're such a nut. Look at the camera. He always talks on the stream. Come on. Look at the camera. He's so talkative off stream, buddy. Okay, get out of here. Cat, get this asshole out of here. Get him out of here. Tired of. Sorry, guys. I love it. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Anyways, we're done with this bit. That was a good bit, though. Who was it? Tony T, legendary Tony T. That was awesome.
That was good. I liked it.
Don't make me spray you, Jasper. Every time I spray, you get bubbles.
Jasper, you know better.
Jasper, no, I told Jasper, stop with that. Stop dipping those wires, okay? Stop. The ant poison's out there. You love licking that. Go back to the ant poison, okay?
Jasper.
Jasper,
Right.
listen to your father.
Joey Rivera is going to break us out of this, all right? We're all pignatized.
Thank
Too
you.
much.
Yes,
Joey
we're-
Rivera,
we're-
go ahead.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. This is Joey Rivera. Big ups to
hello.
everybody. And I know I said I don't do this often, and now I'm making myself look like a liar. But when it comes to lying, I guess Phil is the GOAT, so I ain't got nothing to worry about when it comes to that. But
Yeah, you're good.
I watched him this week retcon so much shit, and I just want to know. Maybe this is a better question for Steve of the Dead, but you know,
Well,
I hope
he's
that
here.
he's
He's
getting
here.
better and he's
I'm
doing
here.
Well, big ups. God bless. Does this man's gin idle brain believe the shit he comes up with, or does he think he's fooling everybody? That's basically just today's question.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not only to mention the piece of shit said this is the season for giving. You have to be a giver, not a receiver. What has that man ever given to anything? Anyway, I don't want to take too much time.
He gives you free content.
Bye.
14 years? Hello?
Like I don't give you guys anything. I've given you guys 80,000 free videos.
Well,
All right, go ahead,
As-
Steve. Steve, please handle this one.
Okay,
Choose. I might get divorced. Choose staring at me. She's not happy. She's looks
Chew,
like very crazy.
please, no.
Chew, I'm just kidding. This is all a joke. We're just joking around.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
It's
fine.
fine. It's totally cool. I'm very normal. I'm really normal. I'm not slowly going more insane. All right, go ahead, Andrew. Please take this.
So,
Chew is
as
smiling,
a-
by the way. Chew is smiling. It's
Oh,
just
good,
a joke.
good,
Go ahead.
Okay, phew.
Yes.
As an expert in the human mind, I believe that he also what's your problem?
Nothing.
Okay.
Please.
I believe that he believes himself and he is fooling everyone around him because this is a syndrome called Gauticus brainium.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very rare and only the smartest, most sneaky people in the world have it. Boom, answered.
Well, there's where your theory falls down because you mentioned smartest.
Yeah.
Now,
He's too smart. See, that's why we're not smart. We don't get it.
Oh.
Okay, but does he believe his stuff? Well, I believe Steve has said before that narcissists do get themselves into a mindset where they do kind of believe it. That's how they can
I
lie.
believe he does.
Not effectively, I wouldn't say that, but they can lie enough for stupid. Don't want to say stupid. Less of normal intelligence people to fall for it.
Yeah.
Right? They can lie that well
Mentally
enough, right?
deficient.
So to lie that well, you have to kind of believe what you're doing, right? And I think he comes to a point where he does eventually kind of believe it. You know, like he believes at least this version of the truth, and
Yeah.
you know,
I do really think he believes a lot of what he says. Like, he is deluded, and delusional people absolutely believe their delusions. There's just no other answer.
He believes every word that he says.
Yeah.
And the great thing about like being like a delusional narcissist, which I don't think he is. I think he's like a covert narcissist of some kind.
Okay.
Which I think is something that Steve said before too. But
Yeah.
Like after a little while, like, you know, a normal lifespan of living somewhere, you'll like gather like flying monkeys and like little people who just do your bidding, right? And when you've been around for 15 years and you've sort of been broadcasting to like thousands of people, you get like 150 little flying monkeys surrounding you all the time. So he just lives in this world where he is curated
world he created.
these perfect people who do believe him because they're stupid and they just are willing to do the things that he says. And he
They want
also
daddy's
believes
approval.
it because he's been successful up until this point in his life, right? So why wouldn't he believe it? He's rich, quote unquote.
He
Like,
figured it
gets-
out, guys.
Yeah, he doesn't have to work. That's all he wants, right? Just
Yeah.
not work. And he's doing
Yeah,
that.
Phil's biggest fear is actually change. I think that's what the truth is. Phil's biggest
Yeah,
fear is
yeah.
changing
Oh, yeah.
anything. So
I mean, a little bit of change is always a little odd, but for someone like him, ooh, it is earth-shaking.
I got $5 yesterday, and I'll be goddamned if I don't get $5 today
Yep.
and the day after.
What I'm doing is important.
Forever, by the way.
Yes.
Like and there was
Infinitum.
there was something that you were talking about on WPIG today where it's like the thing about doing the
Jasper's talking.
project. Yeah, Jasper's talking on
Jasper,
He
you
just did that.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Him like demanding of his college professor to give him an A or give me a D. Just pass me, you old fuck. I handed in a paper. I don't give a fuck how bad it is. Stupid.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna do a good job on it. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, I have a job, unlike every other person in college ever.
Yeah,
no
with their
one else
rich
has
parents.
ever had a job and gone to college at the same time except me. By the
If
way,
you didn't watch earlier, Phil literally said to the counselor, he said, I'm also working, so I can't do this final project. So that's what he said. He said, I'm also working. Like a college gives 2 fucks about what you're doing. Okay, yeah. Oh, you're working? Oh, yeah. You don't have to do this. We'll give you a diploma. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr.
Sweetie.
Brunel. I didn't realize you had a job too. Oh, what are you doing?
Okay.
Oh, your dad hired you at the helicopter company. I see. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, here's an A on the history paper. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you had a job. I don't have a job. I'm just a university teacher.
Yeah, I don't have a job. Whatever.
Silent Weapon says, Phil doesn't like change. He prefers dollars.
Ooh. Nice. Silent Weapons with all these fucking awesome one-liners.
Uh-huh. And my favorite username of today, Cat's Mango Lip Gloss, said the same thing. So shout outs to Cat's Mango Lip Gloss. I don't know if you're talking about
yum.
Cats, but
that's very suggestive.
Yum. Tastes like cum. What's that? That's a Meerkat song, by the way. I'm not.
I know. Oh, we know. Yum.
If you take that out of context, it's pretty fucking bad.
I would.
It's pretty bad.
Okay.
They take shit I say out of context a lot. It's
you
okay.
say some crazy stuff sometimes. You slip it in.
That's true.
No.
Speaking of slip it in, let's go. Next one.
No.
Team Health versus Team Divorce debunked. Let's rock and roll.
Hey guys, sorry to be the one to pour cold water all over the Team Health versus Team Divorce debate.
Uh-oh.
But after spending the last week listening to this absolute specimen of a human being complain every single minute of every single hour of every single day about what was either a bad head cold, a case of the flu, or COVID, does anybody truly believe in their heart of hearts that Phil Burnell would not milk the living shit out of a legitimate health concern, either his own or
Correct.
I mean, I'm sorry, cancer, brain aneurysm, whatever it is, it's way too sympathetic, right? He would absolutely take whatever he could and wouldn't stop bringing it up if it
he's proving your point is incorrect.
And I'm going to call it right now. I mean, I do believe that will be a card that he plays at some point in the future because he will be all out of cards. And I mean, this guy's he's approaching the end line faster than he thinks, but we're not there yet. So Team Health is out. In regard to Team Divorce,
he's addressing me right now, so I want to concentrate.
Yes, that's right. Cut him off. Cut his mic right now. I don't want to hear any more of this.
And everybody.
Snort Exchange is getting. I'm getting a message here. Let's shut this call.
I need to check my portfolio. 1 second.
Thank God.
You need to have a credit card in order to use DoorDash or any of the delivery services. I'm aware that DoorDash has a cash payment option where the driver can actually come up to your door and you can hand him cash for that.
What?
But let's face it, Phil ain't doing that. That would mean that he'd have to go to the bank. I've never heard him once mention that on his list of errands. Besides that, Phil ain't opening the door to talk to any peon who's delivering him food. The only way to do this is with a credit card. The credit card has to be in Kat's name as long as he's door dashing. They're married. Love the show. React to me.
Engage
okay,
with
like
me.
that.
Engage with me. Okay. As Reno Ryan says, I was going to say that too. Can't you not pay with PayPal or debit card?
You can. For DoorDash, yeah, I think. Yeah.
We should take her word. We should take her word for it. She knows.
Well, okay, no. See, I actually drove as a delivery driver for like a year and a half. And they could do that. We stopped taking cash because it's fake $100 bills, but I don't.
Ooh, that stinks.
I know, but people did pay with like PayPal and stuff, so I probably. Yeah.
Well, I don't really see what the point of that is. He's not working. He's not going to work DoorDash. The thing is, he like in order to get access to DoorDash, he needs to have a wife. Is what this guy is.
And
I disagree. I would say that the wife is superfluous to the equation, and that the wife is merely getting in the way of additional DoorDash. And once Phil figures out that if he gets rid of Kat, he's doubling, possibly tripling his DoorDash potential. How much do you think she's literally eating into his DoorDash budget?
A lot. But also, what was my point?
No comment.
Like,
Go ahead.
So the thing that they had brought up in this message we just listened to, the like. I do. Okay, everybody's like, "Oh, I don't even believe that Phil was sick." You can hear the congestion. He was clearly sick. Whether it was COVID or not, I don't.
I think he's sick too. You think there's more? Do you think there's some nefarious purposes going on? I mean, there's nefarious purposes going on. You think there's some funny business?
There's some shenanigans. There are shenanigans up the wazoo.
He's definitely using it, like playing it up and using it for pity, because he clearly feels better right now. Like, I had COVID and I feel way better after like 5 days. I'm fine, but like. And is Cat sick? Sure. It's a point for pity. If they got divorced, I'm pretty sure he would tell us so he could get some fucking pity.
No shot. He didn't say a word about Leanna leaving.
Yeah, not till later, but like,
I think if it very well could be the case that they're not together in terms of a couple. They still live together, but they're not a couple. He did that with Leanna for months, right? Months. And the last-ditch effort was the proposal. And that proposal happened, and that lasted a month, and then the pill incident happened, and she said, all right, fuck this shit, I'm out. And that made her move out, was that thing. I did the stream on it, going through the timeline. So it could very well be the case that they're living together, but literal roommates, and then, and then we'll find out next year what the truth is. You know what I'm saying? It could come out in 2024.
I think for Kat, it would be a little bit too weird to have your, like, ex-husband / ex-partner like still sitting in his office going like, yeah, Kat and me, we made the sauce again this weekend and we went through the dope again, and when I tried the sauce I got really bad diarrhea from her terrible sauce. Like, just hearing that booming through the walls, I'd be like, can you stop telling people that I'm fucking married to you, please? Because we're not married. So I don't think...
Okay, I'll say this. Leanna was obviously, she was a... she did get her. She wasn't the smartest of tacks in the rack. You know what I'm saying at the time.
Yeah. Let's she wasn't the brightest tool in the shed.
Exactly.
Let's say that.
She wasn't the sharpest. Okay, I'll stop it.
Sharpest bulb in the box.
Is she gonna give her free house away? And
she wasn't the sharpest chocolate cake in the cake display. But anyways, she did eventually. She herself could handle 2 years of that. And then we go to Kat, who is literally autistic, from her sister, of course. We don't know, but you can judge for yourself. You think she would not be able to sit through that? I think she would.
I think she would.
If Leanna did it, who cares? She has a free place to live. And she literally has nowhere else to go, Snoot. That's the thing.
Exactly.
People say, why is she leaving? You tell me where to go. Where's she going?
Well,
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just a grim prospect to consider that DSP is like your least onerous choice. Imagine that. Imagine that.
You starting to figure it out here?
Easy to trick, though.
You starting to figure out
What's
why
that?
I support. I'm Team Cat. Is Cat simp here? You starting to connect the dots here?
I get it.
You think
I get it.
I've seen you. Don't pretend like you haven't DM'd me pictures of Cat smiling and be like, why do they call her a horse? And I have to like go into MS Paint and show you how many pixels wide her teeth are. And you're just like, oh, what? This is horse look to you?
Slander. Slander. All right, we're getting at it. This is your first and last. Well, your last appearance. Thank you. Anyways,
okay.
We got to get 2 more messages in the house, then we got to get the fuck out of here. Well, don't worry, we're gonna get to the convention activity ideas too. But 2 more messages. Let's go. We haven't heard from this person in a while. Michael Johnson in the house. We're gonna hear about Forza or Persona. We're gonna find out right the fuck now. Michael, bring the heat.
Hey, TBSPODCAST. This has definitely been Phil's worst year, and I think it's because Phil was not realizing that the games are not holding the same weight as they did before. It's not because the games are bad. This has been a great year for gaming. But Phil does not consider that he's supposed to be the entertainment, not the games. He puts too much weight on gaming to hold his streams. Same way why his reactions aren't working, because he's not being entertaining or being correctingly informative. But there's something I do want to talk about as a convention goer and a panel monitor. And I can give you some feedback on why Phil's panel didn't go well.
Okay.
He talked way too much about himself.
Well, we didn't even talk about the fucking panel. That panel thing.
The panel. Yeah.
That was amazing. Amazing. Incredible. He said the words packed to the brim. And like I said on Twitter, he had a fine attendance for that time slot. It was a fine attendance. And
it was like 1:30?
Totally fine to have that many people. But then you don't have to lie. Don't lie. If you didn't lie, it's totally fine. You said, I had a panel. It was about half full. A lot of people enjoyed it. That's the beginning and end of it. But he has to lie so explicitly and so easily provable And then he gets pissed when people call him out on it. Well, it's what I call revisionist history. Who did revisionist history?
You have to understand that he might literally be hallucinating.
That could be.
That the room is packed full,
Yeah.
and like that just because of his own like brain dysmorphia. You know, that's just what he sees. Is like empty chairs. No, they're filled with my friends.
Yeah, boat night. You're right.
Mario
No
and
seats.
Sonic.
People had to stand in the back, and people were waiting outside.
Yeah, there were empty seats.
That's not true. There's a lot of room in there.
There was, unless those people were cosplaying as chairs, there was about 50 extra seats there, and they were not. No one's waiting outside. Doing what? Maybe they were just sitting outside, like just say, "Hey, what the fuck are we gonna do? Want to go inside? Nah, I'll just sit out here." Dude, they're waiting.
You've been to a convention before, right?
Yeah.
No one's going to a panel about. Let's see, guy who beat off on stream.
That's slander. That was before that.
I realize that, but I know that's a little bit anachronistic. But it's like no one is like going to sit in a panel like that and just be, "Well, let me in," just being crammed in like a Japanese subway. Like, that's just not how it happens. Like,
no. Well,
Right.
I went to Dragon Con once. They had the guy that was in the Princess Bride, and there were a buttload of people lined up. But that's not Phil.
Well, that's a legitimately favorite person that people have fond memories of. You know,
Right.
like that's a way different deal.
No, it was the guy that played Wesley. That
the
guy.
most excited person. If you want to do your Princess Bride podcast, that's after.
I know.
That's after your Game of Thrones podcast. Okay, here we go.
Okay. There was way too much language. I'm
Carrie
100%
Ellis,
that panel was not. You're not supposed to use foul language in a panel. You're supposed to be, respectful to your own con as well as your audience. And 2, out of 3 actually, it's bad. You can tell everyone was uninterested. This is definitely was not giving Phil the best paint of a good light because he was basically not giving, he wasn't giving the attention to the rest everybody else or barely everybody else. This is definitely was like the reason why MagFest didn't invite him back, and because it's very easy. And the saying goes, a bad panel can spread pretty easily. What do you think? Take care.
Well, really, we got to hurry up a little bit. But this panel was bad because he did the most horrible panel of all time, was just pre-stream. Let me tell you my history. That doesn't teach anyone anything. There's no actual content at all. It's just like, let me tell you what I did, how lucky I was, and then, hey, sound good?
Right.
That's literally what it was.
It's just an exercise in vanity, right? It's like a Michael Scott thing where like Michael Scott's invited to teach a course on selling paper, and he makes
he just brings that single sheet of paper.
Exactly. And when I was 5 years old, my mother told me, "You were the best salesman ever," and that's my story.
And also, of course, you have to do a little work to make your panel cool. You have funny ideas. Spoony has great panels because he made them be interactive. You could do funny shit with them. He'd do a live thing. Like, it's so easy. All you have to do is
have a personality.
Do a live fucking stream.
They did do a live thing. They did do a live thing.
What was it?
Recall?
No,
the guy went off stage and came back in a costume. Hello?
Oh, that wasn't filmed. Oh, yeah, that was lame. People don't want to see that.
Awful.
They did the Project 7. He thought the Project 7 debut was enough for a whole convention spot. It's really not. I mean, it's cool, but I mean, come on. He just talked forever, and there's no kind of do something fun, like guess what Phil will say next game, or just have something funny. He didn't do any of that. He thought talking was enough, and he thought he was a fucking star. So there we go.
Just gonna lecture people for 45 minutes.
That's what we said. We watched that stream. It's like, I thought this was gonna be about gaming and fun. All I know now is how to avoid trolls, and
I feel like I'm in trouble. Like I feel like I did something wrong, and I'm taking a course for it.
Scared for my life right now. I never want to be a YouTuber. That's for fucking sure. How much
Absolutely
shit you have to
not.
go through. Yeah, it makes you not want to be a YouTuber listening to his panel because it's so scary.
Is it like a scared straight panel?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
You want to be like me?
Yeah. Okay. 2D2 Will. We always have time for 2D2 Will. Let's get 2D2 Will. Let's go.
Do it.
Hey guys, 222 Will here. I just want to talk about that farce of a Sub Sunday segment and how throughout the year DSP has been mocking.
Oh shit, my bad. Sam, don't do that.
Hey guys,
Sorry, Sam. Sorry,
Damn it,
Sam.
Sam.
Giving advice about
Sam, don't push any buttons. Okay, sorry. You got it. I'll stop.
the mini PC or what have you. If there's one thing that year DSP has been mocking his fans, whether it's giving advice about the mini PC or what have you. If there's one thing that the podcast with side scrollers showed is how important it is to have the ability to actually talk to DSP in order to get anything through him.
Right.
If you try to communicate with him via text, whether it's through his chat, comments,
Right.
emails, whatever, he will straight up misconstrued or even just lie about what you're saying and what you mean.
Yeah.
That's polite,
when
though.
he
That's
was
more
on the
polite.
side scrollers, whenever he tried to go off course of the topic or just straight up lie, Craig and Anna would call him out or try to redirect him back to the subject at hand.
Bingo.
But when you don't have that direct line of communication, you can't do that. And so on Phil's stream, it's his own world, it's his rules, and that's why he's never going to improve unless someone is either in a voice chat with him or with him in person to actually try to hammer this shit through to him.
This is
fucking
mom
point.
sitting behind him in her own gamer chair. Just like, Philip, stop talking about this now. Come on, let's end the podcast at this point, please. It's been an hour.
Please.
Yeah, okay, Mom, fine. And it just like saves his stream, and he becomes like that's the Pig Roach proc. It just makes like a streamer and his mom stream, and it becomes like somehow a nationwide phenomenon. And he makes $1 billion.
Yeah.
I walk into the ocean.
Absolutely true there. Everything you said. That's why the interview is so good, because Phil would do that when they'd ask a question about something. He'd be like, well, okay, well, first let me talk about this then. Then I go, no. I don't want to care about that. That was Craig's strongest point in the whole interview was that he did that, right? He was like,
keeping him on track.
Yeah. Keep it. No. We're not going into there. I don't want to talk about that. And remember they said like,
so good.
And like, remember they talked about Derek a little bit, and Phil was like ready to talk about Derek. He was like, oh, I know you're talking about, yeah. And then Craig was quick to say, no, I don't want to talk about anyone individual. What do you think about this? In general. And Phil, that dropped all Phil's kind of previously thought about answers, and that kind of that's when we got the good stuff, because he didn't have his prepared answers, his prepared pre-stream, all that shit.
He wasn't in control. Craig didn't let him take control of the conversation.
Yeah.
Craig led it the entire time, and Phil had nothing to do but to sit there and literally somewhat get abused by It's a Gundam and Keemstar. They just roasted him. The pre-recorded burn message from It's a Gundam was such a fuck you to him. It was
that was
funny.
really bad. That was kind of that was not necessary. It's definitely funny, but it's not necessary,
Imagine an interview and then just someone stands up from the crowd and just allowed to throw a tomato at the person being interviewed, and they're just and we asked him to do that ahead of time, actually.
And Gundam has that voice, that voice that it's definitely
very very recognizable voice.
So Phil, where did the money go, Phil?
And the look on his face of utter such discomfort. He is licking his lips like a maniac.
Yep.
And
we need to go back and watch his ears.
I think I need to rewatch the anniversary of the interview is coming up soon in a few months. 2 short months.
Yeah.
Might be time to review that sometime soon. It's a 5-hour-long video.
That was so God. What a day that was. We all got W's on that day. We all
that was so good.
W's.
I watched it with Lefty that day.
Trolls won on that fucking day. I remember that.
Dents were punching air big time that day.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our good convention ideas here. All right, good convention ideas. I'm going to read them here. Boat Night says Healing Seattle Air Station. Love it. Great. Got to get that Seattle Air. First aid station. Give the panda a pill. Okay, that could work. Pill throwing station.
Tail on a donkey.
Yeah.
Throw a pill.
Yeah.
Like those bottle. You throw the ring over the bottle, but it's like a pill inside
throw
the
a
panda's
pill
mouth.
into the panda mouth. I'm down. Woodnock says Elder ALT Words of Wisdom stand. Okay, absolutely.
Oh.
I don't get that. Okay.
Oh, you could be like one of those fortune teller machines, and it just gives you smart answers to stuff.
It's like the Akinator thing, but we call him the Akinator, and it's like it's 20 questions, and ALT will tell you any character in the DSP lore.
There you go.
Right?
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
I like
Killer
it.
Groove says there's empty chairs, but you have to stand in the back of the room anyway. Oh, yeah, that's good. I'm down. Like Some Rice says theater time with Derek. Okay. You guys will be at that panel, right? You guys can MC that one.
No, I don't want that at all.
I don't like the sticky floors.
Barrett Wells says Latina Gina character creation experience. Absolutely. Absolutely. We got it. Latina Gina. Oh, I need to make a card for her. I forgot. Latina Gina needs to be a card. Maxima says the Hall of FGC Mythology. Absolutely. We need to have that.
Good. Okay. Yeah.
We have whale hunting activities. Okay, whale hunting.
Yeah.
WWE champions and Street Fighter arcade cabinets right next to each other. Yes.
I love a WWE Champions arcade machine.
Absolutely.
Just feeding quarters into it over and over and over and over and over again. Hundreds of dollars of quarters.
Gout Crystal Mines. Gout Crystal Mines. We could do a mine card through Gout Crystal Mine card. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. But it's got like a gift shop, and you can take home like a Gout Crystal Geode or something.
Oh, fun!
Too, right, like when you go to a Hoover Dam or something like that.
Yeah.
The Hall of Arch Enemies. So we could have It's a Gundam would be there. We get Art Review Tech USA, Keemstar. Oh, absolutely, the Hall
and they're
of
all
Fame.
like wax sculptures. Yeah,
get your picture taken. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Latina Gina food truck. Okay. Ooh. Most angry face while eating competition. That's nice.
Yeah. Okay. That's a lot of fun. Mukbang.
Ant safari ride. So in my mind, you're in a car. It's a roller coaster, and you pretend to be an ant going through the whole condo. That kind of going through That's awesome.
Oh, interesting. Like it's the condo from an ant's perspective. I like that a lot.
Exactly. You go through the office. You got to go over like roller coaster over the wires and stuff. Yeah, that's hype.
Getting the food from the cake outside the office and carrying it back to your nest.
Running away from Jasper section. Like, oh, Jasper's coming. Go.
Leading Jasper to the ant poison so he eats that instead of you.
You jump over the gout. You jump over the ant poison yourself, and it's like a splash water. Of course, that's awesome.
Exactly.
Custom fight stick area. You can choose your own skins for that. Absolutely.
Nice.
You can't. The Howard Erase booth, where you take turns erasing Howard from pictures and streams. I love that.
Okay.
Love that.
Like a reverse photo booth. Like you take a picture with someone, and it just ends up being you and him and the person who's edited out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pin the claws on Jasper game.
Oh.
God. Oh, God. Okay, that was from Toad. This is from Stouty Stout. VR DSP Moob Touching Simulator. God damn it.
I don't really want to go through that at all, actually. No. Why don't we VR for that?
Hamster flipping competition. Oh, deep cut, but you love it. Hate Armory, I'm not even reading that. You're out of here. Looks like an idiot. Mods.
Oh, I think I know what it was.
Skull. Let's bust a skull. Pin the tail on something. Not saying that. Crush your skull. Whack a Howard. Ooh, cup noodles eating demonstrations. Okay.
Oh, nice. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Spoon.
Guess ALT's age booth. Okay, I'm down.
Okay.
Good stuff. Bowie. Oh God. Bowie knife. This is the deepest cut of the lot. Bowie knife pipe cutting. You know what that's from?
I do not.
That's obviously it's the dorm room story of when he was having the party and the girl who was passed out on his bed somehow knew that his girlfriend was in DSP's apartment, so he cut a pipe with a Bowie knife. Every single detail of that story makes absolutely no sense.
And when he's retelling the story, it has now morphed into someone pulled the fire alarm. So
you be the judge. When he's telling that story in the hotel room, it's like materialized cringe. Like my skeleton wants to jump out through my mouth when I watch that video.
It's bad.
Oh, duty stream. That's good. Let's do wall climbing styrofoam edition. So I want to change that a little bit to change the light bulb in the garage, but you have to climb over the styrofoam to get to it. The competition, like the aggro crack from Guts. We'll make it all styrofoam.
Tear out the fire extinguisher or the fire detector. Yeah, that's good.
All right, we're having too much fun. Goat laughing competition.
Oh, hell yeah.
As well, too. All right, you're all fucking legends. I got to go badly. Don't want to get divorced. The Tractor Beam, when's your next stream? Pimp it out. Go. When's your next stream?
Saturday morning.
Yes, Saturday. Come watch the stream. Please watch the stream. Okay.
Hey, you got what you paid for. Get the fuck out of here. All right, next we got Saturday. Densey Scrolls is back in the house. DSP versus Bunkay is going to be the topic on Saturday. Woo. That's it. You're all fucking legends. Thanks everybody for the contributions. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
We'll come back stronger than ever. Okay. This is a fun little separate thing. Thanks so much, Snood and Steve of the Dead, Indrid, whichever one, for joining on short notice. You guys are fucking legends. I do appreciate it. It's meaningful to me, I promise.
Of course.
All right, guys.
You're welcome.
We're out of here.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
This one goes goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Devin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Devin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
Thank you all very much for the engagement today. I appreciate it.
Take you power walking on the beach. Feasting on some.
That wasn't a very good one. It kind of sucked, I'm not going to lie.
Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Devin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Devin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me, and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, oh, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like, I'm happy with who I am.